Oh, God.
I feel like we could make a laugh track just from the beginning parts. You speaking sweet nothings to your Bitburger. You rubbing your nipples. You doing the Donald Trump
they
dance.
are hard. That is for sure. Okay. This is episode 30 of the old pod.
That's crazy.
30.
That's insane.
More podcasts than Zach's age. There it is.
Quite a few.
Quite a few, actually. He's 22, right? No. 24.
Before we start this podcast is entitled Second Generation of Growing Up in a Bar, featuring Zachary Rhodes, my nephew.
Yes.
Hi, Zach.
Hello.
If you don't speak up in that mic, I swear to fucking God.
He does it to everyone.
I will speak up louder.
That was perfect.
So we know what the podcast is all about. We talk about the bar, talk about bars.
I think so. I
talk
don't
about
know.
drinking and what happens in the bars and life experiences that happens in the bars.
Yes.
And before we start, we had a life experience that happened at the bar a couple days ago. One that rocked the industry.
Oh, I was like, what?
George Wendt, Norm Peterson
Yes.
from Cheers, passed away at the age of 76. As you guys all know, Cheers is very important to me and Ashley. And we're going to just...
Afternoon, everybody.
Norman?
How's life, Norm? Not for the squeamish, Coach.
Not for the squeamish, Coach.
It's true. You say that.
It's not for the squeamish, especially today because we are squeamish. We went out last night.
Oh, boy, did we.
It was the passing of the torch at West Seattle.
Yeah.
Angela's leaving or stepping down, and we have a new manager, Lindsay Smiley. Mm-hmm. And we hopped in an Uber and took a little road trip.
During rush hour.
During rush hour.
Through the tunnel.
It was bridge, tunnel.
Chris sat in the very, very back.
Very bad. I almost shit my pants getting in there.
You did almost shit your pants.
And on the way out.
And on the way out. We had to check for skid marks. Bremspur.
Bremspur. Oh, good. Yolehu. There it is. That's
I remembered a
old
word.
German word. So we're going to talk about a couple things today. We're going to talk about Cheers a little bit, and we're going to also talk about Zach and his experiences at Prost.
Yep.
Because he pretty much grew up in my bar,
Yeah.
and we're going to talk about that.
We should open our beers so we can cheers to Norm.
Let's do it.
Okay.
We should get a beer for Norm.
Oh, we should.
Oh yeah.
I did that at the bar the other day, and then I drank it, and Chris was like, "Are you drinking Norm's beer?" And
Yeah, you did.
I did.
Cheers to Norm.
Cheers. Cheers.
I'm going to need this. Okay.
Carl said it was okay that I drank the beer, though, because Norm would want it.
Norm would want that.
Yeah.
It was a nice
wanted to sit
gesture.
There, yeah.
Okay, so the German word of the day today is very fitting because we all are hungover today.
Oh, boy.
Zach checked his shoes. There was no puke on his shoes this morning. That's a veteran move. I've taught
Yeah.
him well.
Yeah.
I think the plate of anchovies last night took him over the top.
Oh, my God.
It was the anchovies and then the sip of the Negroni.
No.
Don't ever blame the Negroni. Who drinks Negronis at night? Late. Bad idea.
Or a plate full of anchovies.
They weren't
Or a plate.
They weren't Aperol spritzes. Those are a daytime drink.
That's true.
Negroni-
So the German
Negroni.
word of the day is Kater.
Kater.
Which means hangover.
Kater.
This is one way to cure a Kater.
Is there a phrase in German that's similar to like hair of the dog? Like not directly translated, but do they have a phrase for that? They probably do.
I don't know.
Come on, our
Hit
German
us in
listeners.
the DMs if you guys
need to know.
that. German Tom, are you listening? German Tom informed us that he's not going to visit this year
Why?
because
He's retired.
Because of Donald Trump.
I don't blame him.
And he's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's fine. Love you, Tom. Fucker.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Okay. So I started writing a book during COVID.
Right. I remember this.
about the bar.
Yes.
And about my experiences in the bar, and we ended up turning the book into a podcast.
Yeah.
But there was the first chapter of the book. I've completed it, and I want to read it, if that's okay with you guys, because it's about Cheers.
Let's go. And then we're going to introduce Zach after we're done talking about the show he doesn't know anything about.
Which is really weird. We're going to watch Cheers tonight, Zach. Zach has never seen an episode of Cheers.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Gen Z? We'll get to that later.
Oh my God!
In this podcast.
Don't ask all the questions at once.
It's not like it's on TV right now. Like you'd have to.
Well, don't you guys? All you guys watch is YouTube.
It's also not on YouTube. It's streaming on like 3 services.
Yeah.
I think it used to be on Netflix back in the day, and I think
Okay.
it's on Peacock now.
This is my narration voice. Date: late September 1982.
Ooh.
Time: 7 p.m. Location: gathered around the television in San Jose, California. I was 8 years old. My sister was 11. My dad was pretty stoked because a new show called Cheers was debuting that night. Not many 8-year-old kids get excited about watching a show that was centered around a bar and a bunch of drunks. I was not the average 8-year-old.
Tell me about my life I already have.
After all the time I spent in Findicia and watching how the neighborhood pub works, I genuinely was excited for the show. After dinner, it was showtime. My dad lit up a smoke. My mom poured a glass of wine, probably not her first of the day. And I grabbed the clicker and tuned in. We were greeted by the theme song that would one day be the theme song of my life.
Oh.
Aw. The theme song does say, making the way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Bum, bum, bum,
bum.
and they're always glad you came. See, Zach?
Bum, bum, bum.
If you haven't realized, Prost is cheers. You know that Prost means cheers?
I do know that. Yes.
Oh, thank God. That would have been awkward.
Okay. Zach,
out.
Zach is here. We're drinking Bitburgers in the old studio, and I'm so stoked that Zach's here. Everyone knows that Zach is a big part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much took him under my wing, showed him how it's done, and we're going to dive into it. Zach?
We're good.
Okay. Anything to say, Zach, before we start? Are you nervous?
No, just
Should we introduce who he is?
Zach, my nephew.
Okay.
Isn't that good enough?
Sure. That's good enough.
Do you want to add to it?
No, that's good.
Do you want to add to it?
I think I blacked out while you were talking.
I think that covers it all.
I feel like you probably did introduce him and I just sat here staring off. I'm alive.
Okay, I'm going to smoke
I
this
think I
joint.
have a pulse. I don't know.
All right. Talk amongst yourselves.
It says, say hi to Zach. Hi, Zach.
hello.
Thanks for coming. He traveled all the way from Portland.
All the way.
So far.
Portland.
But it was a good idea he came yesterday because traveling today would be a bitch.
It was already terrible coming up yesterday.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
That drive is a slog. Ooh, exciting news. Remember Seaport Airlines? We talked about it before. They're coming back.
No, they're not.
Coming back. Flying.
No, they're not.
Every 45 minutes out of Boeing Field right down to Portland.
Are you serious?
$550 round trip.
Oh, that's kind of
But I'm so excited. Seaport Airlines.
pricey.
Good job. I love it. Okay. Zach probably doesn't remember his first visit to Prost. Do you?
No.
How old was he?
He was 1.
Oh, yeah. Most likely doesn't remember that.
1 or 2. 2002. Zach, how old were you? Go.
I was 1.
1 year old. His dad was a quote unquote chef. Fucker. Anyway, he decided he wanted to come up and help me set up my kitchen because he was a chef. And he brought the whole family in tow, including little Zachy.
Oh,
And Zach was there.
So cute.
1 year old. We have a picture of him somewhere behind the bar.
oh, we got to try to find that.
I got to find that picture. It's a beauty.
Is that the same trip that he threw me down the flight of stairs on accident?
Correct. Correct. We don't talk to that guy anymore for good reasons.
Did he tell you it was on accident?
I didn't know. It was. I think he was holding me and he missed the first step and tumbled down.
So he accidentally dropped you down a flight of stairs.
Correct.
Not through you. But I like
I
your,
think I
your
was
energy.
airborne at one point.
Well, yeah, it was probably like a throwing motion. Yeah.
Well, good thing you have a big Navara head.
Yeah.
Because you fucking absorbed it. You absorbed it like a champ.
That's felt the moment.
Yep.
So I ask all my guests this. You can't answer this because you're 1, but what was your first impression of Prost?
Well, I would say my first impression probably only came my first real trip by myself
Right.
when I was 12.
Oh, you were 12.
I think I was
Yeah, we did that photo you showed me in the bar a couple days ago was in 2013. He was born in 2001. So
Yeah.
yeah, he was 12.
He was 12 years old. His mom would send him up here to my care, my watchful eye. And I remember picking you up from the airport.
This was the only time you picked me up from the airport.
Not true.
And then the rest, I was just
Not true.
in an Uber.
Not true, because the first
terrified
time
on
you had
where
your,
I'm going.
you had your little red Beer Stupid shirt on. You were so cute with a little shaved head. And you also came one time with a suit. This is when you had a hairstyle now. Zach had many hairstyles in his life, but he came with a fucking suitcase that was like fucking huge.
I worked at the pub at this time.
And
I remember that.
And what did I say?
It was filled with hair products.
Filled with hair products.
As a 13-year-old boy, that was exactly what I meant.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
know. Cher, tell me about it, man. Cher, you got good hair today. Looking good back there. Where are your hair products? Anyway. Okay, so what was your first impression of Prost when you first walked through at the age of 12?
I thought it just felt like it was a little bit of Germany. I think I'd just come back from a trip from Germany, actually, and it was just cool seeing what you were doing up here and kind of what I've heard. I wanted to know where the nearest ginger beer was.
So Zach would sit at Prost with us and watch us guzzle Bitburger while drinking ginger beer.
Yep.
How many ginger beers do you think you've had at Prost? How many punch cards of ginger beer do you think you've accomplished?
Probably 10 punch cards.
Yeah, we were saying yesterday he's had more ginger beer in those 4 walls than beer now. But he's getting close.
He's getting close. He's getting close. Zach actually finished a punch card yesterday.
I know. This is exciting.
What number punch card, Zach?
Number 3.
Zach's officially on the wall.
He's
at
on
Prost.
the wall at Prost.
And what's your plaque says?
I love ginger beer.
I love ginger beer. I know it's good.
Pretty fitting.
I know. Yeah.
It's pretty fitting.
You guys hate ginger beer. I know. I get it. Whatever. It's fine.
Is that a different laugh?
It is. Cher's got a buddy now.
I forgot my dad gave me a laugh. We got to download it.
Okay, of him.
No, it's a long story. We'll go over it another time.
Well, let's tell it. Ashley, tell a long story. This is what you're known for. I'll just sit here and black out.
It was somebody he used to work with at Cairo.
Oh, good story. Okay.
And he was a director or a producer, and he was known for his laugh. My dad has a video clip of it.
I want to hear it.
It's funny.
I do. Okay, so we started a new tradition, and Zach would come every summer after that.
Yep.
And the trips got longer and longer and longer.
It was perfect because then I would just spend my summers in Vegas, or I would spend my summers up here, and would much rather watch people drink delicious German beer than bake in the summer and 120 degrees.
Yeah, for real.
Ashley, when was your first time meeting Zach? Do you remember?
Well, so if he came up in 2013, I started working for you in 2014. So it was probably the summer of 2015, unless he came for like a holiday or something random, which I don't think he did. I think I met him summer of 2015. So you were 13?
It's 14.
14? Yeah.
Strapping little kid, huh?
Yeah.
Cute kid.
Yeah, I watched him come to the bar every summer. It was great.
You watched him grow up in
I
front
watched
of
him
your
grow up.
eyes from behind a bar.
I know.
And then Zach, we had a lot of good times. We would go fishing. It was like my little buddy was in town.
Yep.
And it was really fun. And I miss those days, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's working and living in Portland, and I don't get summers with Zach anymore. And it's really sad. And I think everyone at the bar misses Zach because he's a draw.
Yeah, but he comes up and visits you here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Now that he's in Portland, it's fucking perfect.
Yeah. Do you see him when you go down? Do you try to come see him when he's? Do you tell him when you're there?
In Portland?
Yeah.
He never goes to Portland.
Well, I was there
Last year.
before you moved
Yeah,
there.
you're right. Actually, he never does go there
Well,
anymore.
who wants to go there? Then I got to see Dan.
We can talk so much shit about Dan because he doesn't listen anymore.
Nope, doesn't listen anymore. And we also didn't mention we're drinking these beautiful Bitburger beers.
Oh yeah, you got to post that photo that I took yesterday with the stack of them.
Oh yeah, we loaded up the old studio, with,
The old podcast
with
studio.
bits, with bits. Okay, I got another Norm one real fast.
Okay.
I love when Norm came to that bar. He always had a little funny little saying.
Yes.
I loved it.
Yeah.
What's going down, Normie? My butt cheeks on that bar stool. Pour me a beer. Yeah.
Oh, you fucked it
I
up.
fucked it up. Pour you a beer, Mr. Peterson?
This show sounds really good.
He really did
All
fuck it
right.
up.
Stop me at 1, maybe 1:30. Anyway, that's fine. Not only did we have fun and Zach watch us drink beer,
You
but
fucked that up. Really.
I'm fucking Kurtz. I'm Kurtz.
Kurtz?
Kurtz.
Oh yeah.
Kurtz.
Oh my god.
This is going really great so far. What happened last night?
It was a marathon.
It was a marathon.
I didn't even have my first beer until before we left for West Seattle. Literally.
Well, I had band practice yesterday. So,
I know.
You know.
Hey, you didn't get tequila'd though.
You got tequila?
No, but you do often.
Oh.
That's usually why you're hungover is when you
Margarita.
get tequila'd. Margarita.
Margarita. That's what I said. Anyway, not only do we have fun and Zach watch us guzzle beers, but like my Opa, I put his ass to work.
Oh, when he would come see you, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What were some of your highlight projects, Zach? We came to this shop and we played shop.
You played shop. That's cute.
Playing shop was fun. I think learning how to back butter all of Echo was
that's a very high, that's a memory for me. Actually, just in the last podcast, you were talking about walking by Grillbird and how you almost went in to offer to help them put tile. I thought I'd never hear you say that. You and Zach would complain daily.
Even Zach sent me a message and said, I listened to the podcast and I can't believe you wanted tile
Did you?
again.
Yeah, that's funny. No, for real.
So if you guys remember at Echo, we had a beautiful subway tile back bar and a lot of tile.
Oh, no, that was when you converted it from Echo to Martino.
Correct. That's what I said.
right.
You're right. That is what he said. Check the tape.
So I taught Zach the skill of back buttering. Do you want to explain what back buttering is, Zach?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
You essentially put, was it plaster on the wall and then plaster on the tile?
Mud, yeah.
And then you do that for thousands of times until all the tile is on the wall.
So you not only put the mortar or the mud on the wall, you also put it on the tile. Because then the two of them come together, and there ain't no fucking coming off.
Nope.
So we tiled the whole motherfucker up. That was good.
And then you do trips with the 5-gallon water bucket to gout it or get the
grout.
Sorry.
Gout. Chris has that though too.
I know.
Grout.
Talks about it every day.
I know he does talk about it.
Important to know when you are dumping your grout water, do not do it in your sinks.
Oh, let me guess. Learn by doing?
Turns out the grout is like concrete, and it sits in the pipes, and then the pipes don't work.
Uh-oh.
So you have
Whose
to call.
pipes did you break?
That was Echo's or Martino's, I think. Yeah.
Wow. That's bad plumbing to begin with in that building.
It is true.
It's pretty bad plumbing.
It is true. So what else did you make, Zach? You made a lot of cool things when you were here.
Let's see. We also did the butcher knives for Martino's.
That's right.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I actually saw them. Right?
You can take it home with you.
Just get on a plane.
That's the meat saw light fixture.
Mm-hmm.
We made those. And Zach was also, he's a nerd-ish, and he loved chess. Remember?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. You and Sonia used to play chess. I remember that.
And we made you a chessboard, remember?
Yep.
Remember that motherfucker?
I do.
It was badass.
I still have it.
I love that.
Do you still play chess?
Online, yeah.
Online, yeah. It's probably the best way. One of my other memories of Zach was one of the summers you were really into photography. Or maybe you still are. I don't know.
Not anymore.
Okay.
No.
I remember you went down into Ballard and you were trying to find that camera shop, and you were trying to find a place to develop film, I think.
Yeah, because I would do like a walk. I would just walk.
Yeah, you
around
walked a lot,
Rose
yeah.
and just take like photos of
Yeah.
Finney Ridge and just try to get it developed right away. And,
Yeah.
and see what I got.
Yeah. I like
Loved
that.
it.
Yeah.
You know, when all you can do is drink ginger beer, you can't get drunk. Guess a better walk around Seattle.
But it was just like when I was stuck in Germany, I did latch hook.
Just the same.
Just the same. And shoveled sheep shit. I never made Zach shovel any sheep shit. But I did have Zach take care of some of my animals before.
Oof. What an honor.
So Zach
There's
went,
nothing honorable.
Zach went to
I know, it's real gross.
Zach went to Montana State. Go Bobcats. I should have had the fight song queued up. Sorry, my bad. But while he was in Montana State, he thought he was from Montana and became a killer. Stone cold fucking killer. He would shoot every fucking thing.
I know.
Animals, that is.
Yeah.
Bambies. He went bear hunting or some bullshit.
So when you said take care of your animals, we know what you mean, right?
Fucking murder them.
Murder them.
So I have chickens, as you know, and we had one chicken left. This was a couple years ago, and it was time for that chicken to go.
Yeah, you know, it's the sad, brutal truth of owning
As
chickens.
Missy says, she's culling the herd.
Culling
is the term.
Okay.
Because if you have a non-egg laying chicken, you got to cull that bitch.
You got a Kohler.
And Missy can fucking take the heads off fucking chickens.
Yeah.
She does it the right way. Zach,
I like Zach's technique.
we watched a YouTube video, I think, on how to kill a chicken.
Yeah, I mean, that chicken was so nervous. So
that chicken was nervous. This chicken was nervous.
Yeah, I was gonna say Chris was the chicken.
And explain your technique, Zach.
well, you pick up the chicken and you calm the chicken down.
He was petting the chicken so carefully and it calmed down.
It was really calm. I think the chicken's eyes was closed maybe. And
Time to
then-
fucking die, bitch.
And yeah, I just put my hand around its neck and I thought I was just gonna snap its neck.
Right. So the technique is you take your fingers like this and you put it around the neck and you go like this, and it breaks the neck and that's over. That's not how Zach does it.
Oh.
Well, I thought I was worried about like hurting it. Like I just wanted to get it over with as fast as possible.
Right.
So
you didn't want to delay it.
No, and I didn't know like you can't practice.
You can't practice snapping.
Yeah.
It's not a. It's a.
I mean, he's got plenty of practice choking his chicken. But
like
I hope you never ripped the head off that one.
no.
So I didn't.
Oh my god!
I didn't want to like just do like a.
I know.
Shut up with the laugh track. I'm over it.
Can't help it.
So I didn't want to just use my fingers and just kind of snap its neck.
And then
so
have it not work. Yeah.
So I just wound up and
Yep.
snapped its neck.
And the head remained in Zach's hands, and the body flew on the floor.
It quite literally ran like a chicken without its head.
It did.
And for a minute,
It was like 20 seconds, but it seemed like
felt like an eternity.
Like forever.
If you've ever seen a chicken running around without its head, it's the most fucked up thing. And we were laughing and crying all at the same time. And that motherfucking chicken, the body, it died. It stopped moving right next to its head. Swear to God.
Yep.
I have a picture. It was trying to get its head back.
Oh wow. You were drinking at this point though. This was only like 2 years ago. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is when I could enjoy some Bitburger.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
After a hard
I don't
day
know
of
if a
work.
sober person could do this or get through it. Rather. Did you have weird dreams that night or nightmares of headless chickens?
No, I think I just drowned it in Bitburger.
Probably for the best. Oh my god, that's fucked up, dude.
Drowning in Bitburger. That's the way I want to go.
He drowned in Bitburger.
So, but also a funny story is because Zach's a drinker now. Like he likes the drink once in a while. Not overly too aggressive, but he definitely has picked up the pace in the last couple of years. Real life does that to you, Zach.
Oh yeah.
It's a cruel, cruel world out there. Mm-hmm. It's a cruel, cruel summer. Now you know. I'm my hand
I don't-
on my own.
I don't know the song.
It's the
No, I'm joking. I
The
do know.
Bengals.
I just don't know. Oh, okay.
We went
Then
to a deep dive on
keep
the Bengals.
it that way.
You didn't even say the joke right.
Well, you didn't say the Norm line
Who
right.
sings
so.
the song that you were
Oops.
singing?
I got drunk again. I drank all my beer. I made a few friends. All right, it's time for our new segment. Oops, I got drunk again.
It's really great too because we're hungover, so this is even funnier because
So we're gonna share a drunk story.
Yeah.
It could be about yourself. It could be about somebody else. If you want to change the names to protect the guilty, that is up to you.
the
Zach.
guilty or the victims.
Why don't you kick it off with "Oops, I got drunk again," Zach?
Well, it was.
If you don't talk on the mic, I swear to God, I'm gonna.
I will talk into the mic.
There you go.
It was October. I was a junior in college, a sophomore in college, and it was one of my roommate's birthdays. And we decided to throw a little get together at the house. So we got like a 5-gallon Gatorade bucket, and we decided we're gonna make some jungle juice.
Oh yeah, hunch
Oh
punch.
yeah,
But
punch.
Hunch punch, because then you have to use a straw and you have to bend over to drink it, and it gets you really fucked up. The girls get all drunk.
I don't remember this.
Hunch punch.
ours had the little faucet on the
Yeah, like kind of like the water cooler at Prost. Yeah,
Fancy.
So
fancy.
and the nickname for our house was the Swamp. So
It kind of smelled like a swamp. I've been there.
it smelled like a swamp.
I mean, you lived in a place with a hot tub, bathtub
carpet.
thing on carpet. So
What?
In
In
college.
college.
we're talking about his college house.
I know.
So we're making the jungle juice, and we decided to get a whole bunch of green food dye to make it It's like the swamp water.
Okay. I like it.
And the little get together, more people start coming throughout the night, and next thing you know,
Was Blake there?
I believe Blake was there. Yeah.
What's up, Brody?
Brody?
Bitch. Moved to Seattle, didn't even fucking tell me. I thought I fucking had a relationship with that kid.
Well, you ended it last night.
Oh, because I went to bed at 10 o'clock.
He's
I told
the one that was there last night.
Mm-hmm.
That came by Prost.
He texted me and he's like, I can't believe you left. I said, I'm going to bed at 10 o'clock. That's what champions do. These kids will learn once in a while.
But look, you're still hungover,
Yes, I am.
and we had a better time after you left.
What were you guys talking about?
Nothing. No.
I've never given head to my mic before.
Yeah, you're right. You've
Jesus.
never done that before.
Anyways.
Tell your fucking story.
back to the swamp juice.
So the swamp juice, it's a fun time. Lots of people are there, but we do live in a suburban part of Bozeman, not anywhere near the college. So the cops came,
Uh-oh.
and for some reason,
Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you, Zach?
well, everyone ran. It was
Yeah, that's-
100.
like a scene from a movie.
It was.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
You
so there were like 100 people in the street just running from the cops, and us living there, we couldn't run. So the cops were like, "Well,
No one can hear you because you're not talking to your mic.
I can hear him fine.
I'm trying to talk into this mic." So we ended up getting arrested for disorderly conduct because
Arrested.
yes,
I've never been arrested.
well, technically, I mean, we weren't brought to the jail, but I do have a really nice mugshot, courtesy of the
Yeah.
Gallatin County.
So you were in jail because you got a mugshot.
It was a book and release.
Oh,
so
book
I
and release.
had to go plead guilty to the judge that we did throw a party, and I got my photo taken. And I try to get it on a T-shirt, but I'm not a T-shirt pro like you are.
I have the new press-on T-shirt that maker machine. We can do it.
Oh,
Zach
yeah.
wore a tie for his mugshot. I remember.
I did
It was
a full suit.
Yeah, that guy took it seriously.
I have not seen this photo. You gotta show me later.
It's like Donald Trump's mugshot.
Oh my god. Which one?
Yeah.
There's a few.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a bad drunk story.
That's a
Zach.
good-
Getting
that's a
arrested
good
is
drunk
good.
story.
And on that note, we have to stop the camera
Yep.
because we are at that point where Zach and I are just going to sit back and we're going to relax and we're going to drink our Bitburger while Ashley scurries around like a little scurrier. There she goes, scurrying away.
I like this little pot here.
This?
Yeah.
This is
Ashtray here.
Seth Rogen. Of course.
Yeah.
Fucking Seth Rogen's a fucking genius. And this is the, what do they call it? I don't know, but it's got a pottery thing. It's got a little thing, and it comes with a little vase that I have my little weed plant in. Seth Rogen, Trygve Bjorgen got that for me as a gift for the studio. Isn't that beautiful?
Houseplant by Seth.
Houseplant, that's what it is. He is a genius, that guy.
Yeah. He's a good actor too. Have you guys watched The Studio yet? Have you started watching?
Oh, no, I haven't. I want to.
Oh, it's good.
I want to see that. Okay, so Zach got a little older. He was in college now, and he would still come and visit once in a while.
Wait, well, you didn't tell our drunk story.
Oh, shit. Well, tell your drunk story. God.
I don't know which one I want to tell.
I got drunk. Okay, go ahead. Oops, I got drunk. Tell your story. We're all
You're just gonna
we're all
keep-
listening. We're all
keep it in it?
listening.
Are we?
Oh my God. I'm gonna get a beer while you're thinking about a drunk story. We only talked about this last 2 days.
There was this one time that I was
Band camp.
the stories about me. How I went to Zach. Are you ready for another beer?
Yes, please.
Ooh.
Coming down. Cannonball coming.
Thank you.
And I used to live over actually pretty close to Die Bierstube.
Oh my God, I got lightheaded.
Do you remember that bar, the Nar?
Oh, the Nar Bar.
I lived
Fuck
across
yeah.
the street from the Nar Bar.
That place was fucked up.
And we were at the bar. Actually, at the time, there was another bar down the street called the Irish Immigrant.
Yep.
And we were at the Irish Immigrant.
Patty Coyne ran that thing.
Yep. And we went there and had we met like some other friends. So there was like kind of a big group of us there. And a couple of my friends ordered drinks and then fucking like didn't drink them and left. This is back in the day when you just drank people's drinks. People don't do this anymore. Don't do it anymore.
Roofies. Do not leave your drink unattended.
And they were friends of mine and
Remember when
they
you
left.
said you got roofied at the Christmas party? But you actually
thought
roofied
I
yourself by having like 40 drinks.
I'll tell that story another time.
Okay, that's another drunk
Save
story.
that for another drunk. Actually,
Got it.
I've got drunk stories for days. One of these days, you're gonna have to tell a story about me.
Continue.
Okay. So my friends left their drinks. They were rum and cokes and vodka orange juice, screwdrivers. And that's why I don't drink these drinks anymore. Because I was like, can't let this go to waste. I think I was 21 or 22. I chugged the drinks with my other friend. And then we had to walk my friend home to her boyfriend's house, which was over by Die Bierstube.
Got it.
Literally across the street from the guitar place.
Oh, yeah.
There's a photo montage that somebody took on a digital camera because we didn't have cell phone cameras back then.
That's right.
And click, 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 click of me grabbing. There's photos of this, of me grabbing the pole and then humping the pole. But I was so drunk that I accidentally actually made contact with the pole.
Hump the pole, hump the pole, hump the hump the hump.
And I was
the
so
pole.
drunk, so
Great
I-
Schnoyer, you know what I'm talking about. Hump the tish, hump the tish. Anyway,
I was so drunk, and getting her home. I get home. I probably vomited. Woke up, vomited again. I'm sure there was a lot of vomit, and I didn't know why I was severely bruised down there.
you're humping poles.
I was humping poles
Right in front of the
Right in
stoop.
front of the stoop. Full circle.
I'm sure
Full
everybody
Circle.
really appreciated that show.
Yeah, that was a good short story, Ashley. Thank you,
good
Ashley.
Short story, Ashley.
Was the digital camera, was it like in frame, like watching you like in and out on the pole? Or?
I no, it was like a photo of me because I was with my two friends. They were also they were also drunk but not humping the pole. So it's like the three of us like having a good time, and then like
Do you want to demonstrate?
click click.
Demonstrate your moves? That'd be fucking really funny.
No,
We might get one
there's
or two
no
more
pole.
subscribers on YouTube. We can tag something totally different.
Girl humps pole.
Oh my God, that'd be get the domain name.
Get on it.
Okay, my drunk
Okay,
story.
yours.
I was thinking, I don't get drunk, so I don't really have many stories of myself.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't do anything stupid when I'm drunk.
Well, tell a story about somebody else.
I'm going to.
Uh-oh.
We all know these people. My dear friends Rusty and Brian Dangott. Dangott's one of the 10s to 12s. What's up, Bri? Work on that Apple stock, would you? Fucking Jesus.
Work on it.
He was a part of the development team that did the Apple glasses, the big,
Oh, yeah.
and he was so stoked, worked probably 3, 4, 5 years on this project and was so stoked when they came, like, you got to get one. I'm like, I'm not spending $4,000 on Apple eyeglasses. And it's a flop.
They don't exist anymore?
Have you seen anybody wear them?
No, they have those Ray-Ban ones. I've seen the commercial
Yeah,
with
but
Chris
the
Pratt.
Apple one was a flop. So sorry, Danny. Work on something better. Anyway,
Ruh-roh.
the drunk story I have with
Well, now we're lost another listener.
with Rusty and Brian, Danny we call him. Rusty, we went to a Giants game at Candlestick Park. Rest in peace, Candlestick Park. Love Candlestick Park. If you want to sit in Candlestick Park seats, there are 2 at Prost.
And 2 more in his
And if
basement.
you're wearing a Dodger hat, Ronnie, while we're sitting in there, I will fucking kill you.
I don't think he's joking today.
I'm not fucking serious.
He knows how to snap your neck off.
So we went to
Like
this.
Qatar.
We went. Oh, good, Zach. Way to use the German word of the day. Let's fucking yodel it up.
Ugh.
Oh, I didn't.
It looks so pretty. Did you paint on all of this beautiful beading of water on the outside of this beer?
Isn't it nice?
It's so beautiful.
I know. So anyway, we went to this game, drank a lot of beers, and Rusty was staying at Danny's house in Redwood City, and Danny was the first to buy a house, and we were all fucking stoked about it.
Yeah.
Like that's good job, Danny.
It's a big deal.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember my first.
And Rusty likes to pee when he's just drunk. He pees, and he doesn't normally pee in the bathroom. So Rusty,
I've got such a good pee drunk story.
pissed.
Oh, you have no idea.
pissed in the middle of the floor in the guest room of Danny's house, brand new house. And of course, he doesn't remember that he peed on the floor. So he wakes up next morning, sees this big puddle of piss or water on the floor, and was like, Danny, we got a problem. I think you have a plumbing leak in your house or something.
No way.
There's a puddle of water in the middle of the floor.
No way.
And Danny gets a little worked up, and he's like, hi. So gets under the house and under the crawl space, and he's looking for pipes, and he's like, there are no pipes under here. And then they determined that Rusty peed on the floor.
It happens.
It happens.
So this was in Dan Gott's place?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
That's funny.
So there you go. That's my drunk story of the day.
Well,
Oops, I got drunk again. I drank all my beer. I made a few friends.
Everyone's
good
gonna
one.
have to wait for my drunk pee story.
That's next week.
Good one.
In 2 weeks.
Yep.
Okay, back to Zach. So you got a little older.
Uh-huh.
You went to college and you acquired a fake ID.
I did.
2 of them,
2 of them.
because you get 2 of them.
You do get to.
Yeah.
And it was a great ID.
It
It
was really
these
good.
fake
It was
IDs
legit.
are fucking no joke. They can scan them and everything. It's
Yeah.
like, how are we supposed to do our job when they
It's
have these?
really hard because
They have the holographics.
Yeah.
They're scannable.
they're scannable.
Yeah.
It's a photo of you. Back when we had fake IDs, they weren't photos of us.
That's right. Yeah,
They were usually
I was,
like your brother.
I was
or,
Jim Morocco.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Morocco?
Were you an Aries?
I don't remember the birth. September. Oh, God, it's right there. Nope. But one time I went to a bar in San Luis Obispo with my fake ID, and I looked in the bar, and who was in the bar? Jim Morocco.
No way. And you're
he,
like, fuck.
He looks at me. He said, "Don't fucking come in
Don't
here."
you walk the fuck out of here.
So yeah, that's the downfall of
It
using
is the
somebody's
downfall.
ID.
You know, I did have. So I used my ID once, and the person that was looking at it noticed it was from Ohio, and he's like, "No way! I grew up just over here. What high school did you?"
Yo,
No,
yeah,
oh,
that's
because just
good.
that he wasn't even really asking you for security reasons. He was just curious.
He was like, "That's odd." Like, I think there were maybe 1 or 2
Oh
high
my
schools in the small
God.
town. He's like, "Oh, which high school did you go to?" And I just said, "Dayton High."
Shut
And-
the fuck up.
And he kind of looked at me and he just gave it back. He's like, "Oh, nice." So I guess that was one of the 2.
I guess he
yeah,
nailed
when,
it.
when we all had fakes, you had to memorize shit like what sign you were.
Well, yeah,
all
you
that shit.
still would
because-
have to.
Yeah, you still would have to, but like,
There's a bit of homework. The zip code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zip code's a good one that
yep.
you get quizzed on.
The area code. Ooh.
Apparently, the high school you went to.
The high school he went to. So Zach would come to Prost with his fake ID in hand.
We didn't serve him.
Ever.
Yeah.
Right,
No,
Zach?
never. No, I'm literally not. We're not joking.
No.
I know.
No, not once.
Because that's the law. And
Swear to God. I hope people don't think we're joking because we're not.
no, we're not. Like-
we're very. He got a ginger beer.
we have so many friends with old kids who have fake IDs.
Yeah.
Bretto's kids have fake IDs,
Yeah.
and they know they're not going to drink at Prost
Yeah,
until they turn 21.
Yeah, we know their age.
And that also makes it special.
Yeah,
You know, it makes it
sense.
special because
Yeah.
then I remember your first day you came in after you're 21. Ashley, take it
Oh
from
my
here.
God. Belly's up to the bar, and I'm like, you can't fucking sit here. And he's like, no, I'm 21. Really? Look. I was like, yeah, Zach, I've seen your fucking fake ID. I don't need to see your fake ID again, okay? Sit at a table. I'll get you a ginger beer.
Yeah.
No, really. I'm 21. I'm 21.
And-
Look. And he was so excited to show me his real ID.
We kind of pre-planned this event.
We knew. I was
Because
just,
then
it was,
Ashley got a pair of scissors out and
I
was
did.
threatening to get. And the look on Zach, you almost fucking shit your pants.
yeah.
Well, I lose my ID like once a month. I was like, I cannot go through this process of getting a new ID again.
They have like a limit. They're like, no, we've reissued your ID 5 times, sir.
You know,
Too many.
I never let Zach drink underage at the bar. Fact.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
But when we were at the cabin or doing something
Yeah.
or fishing or something, I'd offer Zach a beer.
Yeah.
This is when he was 16, 17, whatever, 18,
19,
no problem.
yeah.
And, you know, dear Zach, like, he was so cute and he didn't want to upset his DrUnkle. That's what he calls me, his DrUnkle.
Yeah, that's what you are.
You are.
And I'd give him a beer and he's like,
Sorry, he's never been drunk before.
and he's like, oh yeah, cool, thanks. And we'd open it, he'd have one sip, and then we'd do stuff and whatever. And I would find full beers all around the house stashed because he didn't want to upset his DrUnkle.
Well, it's such a acquired taste when it's your like right when you're drinking beer and especially
Yeah.
German beer.
Yeah.
It takes a few to really.
Yeah, your first sip of your beer, I remember the look on your face. You're like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was almost like just this morning at 8:38 this morning when I poured you a 0.3, and the look on your face when you took, I don't think I could do this. And I gave him the biggest
Hey,
look
but
of
you're here. Look at you.
the biggest look of disappointment.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
I think
we,
my lucky stars daily. I'm not related to him.
we didn't. That's fucked up. I think Zach's had a pretty good upbringing in the bar.
Thanks for the Uber both ways and dinner last night.
My God. That body odor on that Uber driver.
The first one?
You order a Uber XL, you think you're going to get something nice.
And we made you sit in the very back.
Very back. It was only
Where he may
98,
or may not pooped his pants.
He may or may not have.
$98 Uber ride, 42 minutes. West Seattle isn't that far, really.
And we got the added pleasure of being stuck in the tunnel for double the time.
I was okay with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Zach learned how to drink. He grew a drinker.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of your drinking skills these days, Zach. And nothing makes me happier than sitting at my bar and having a Bitburger with you. It's quite a joy, and I'm looking forward to 3 o'clock today.
It is so nice, like spending so many years, like almost a decade in that back table with my ginger beer and like watching the bar, and like you can't sit at the bar when you're younger, and then just like being able to go up there, sit at the bar stool.
Yep.
Yep.
Because all the regulars have seen Zach grow up in the bar.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
they have.
It makes them also very happy when they can sit next to him at the bar and drink beer. It's again, not to say that we're cheers or whatever, but that's what Prost is all about. It's family. It's an extended version of your life that is important to everybody. And with that, can I pour you a beer, Mr. Peterson?
Ooh.
A little early, isn't it, Woody? For a beer? No, for stupid questions. Zach, you got to watch his show. It is so fucking good.
Yeah. Watch it drunk later.
Okay, so now Zach, like I said, lives in Portland. He's a regular at the old Prost Portland down there.
Try to be. Yep.
Yep. It's a nice place.
Really nice.
Do you live in that area? Oh, no, you guys
I
are
live-
downtown, right?
Yeah, we live downtown, but it's like a 5-6 minute.
Yeah, that's
drive
not
to
too
get up
far,
there
from downtown.
Yeah.
So you've been to how many Prosts?
Almost. I haven't been to Bend.
Okay.
You went to West Seattle last night?
Went to West Seattle
Yep,
for the
first
first
time.
time. And then I think Bend might be the only one I haven't
Okay.
been to.
Well, we have to check that off your list soon.
He's been to more than I have.
Which one's your favorite?
Well, obviously Finney Ridge will be number one, and I'm gonna say Prost Portland is number two.
Portland's rad. I
Portland
went there
is
for
rad.
the first time not long ago. It was great.
It's
And
amazing.
He did say when he sits there, the bartenders are fucking pros.
They are. They're great.
They
Pros.
are
Yeah.
pros.
Yeah.
Because they have to be, because they hustle.
Yeah, it's
and
pretty
they
nuts.
run. Go check out Prost Portland on 237
Numbers, Mississippi Ave.
Mississippi Avenue. And then go to the Blood Buzz coffee cart for your coffee in the morning and go say hi to Cody.
Yeah.
Cody is really awesome. Okay, so Finney Ridge is your best. My favorite, of course, is Finney Ridge. My second favorite is Prost Boise.
Yeah,
and
you
we
said
will,
that in the last
we will
podcast,
be
yeah.
there next
Yeah.
week to record live at Prost Boise. I can't wait. We have new stickers. You all watch us on the Instagrams, and we have a new sticker release. Alert! And they're awesome stickers. They show up today, and we're going to plaster them all over Boise.
And Seattle. And Seattle.
Okay. Now what?
Let's talk about Gen Z, huh?
So is that going to
Rip that Band-Aid off.
We got in a little argument, not argument, but so there is a huge problem right now in this industry. You talk to any beer rep, any liquor rep, sales are down.
Yeah.
And unexcusably, we don't know why. I mean, it's at Prost we don't really see
We're
it.
doing our due diligence.
Yeah, because we have old people at our bar.
Plus Zach.
Plus Zach. Zach's the youngest person at that bar drinking. Because Gen Z doesn't drink anymore.
Which I totally disagree. It's they just don't drink.
A lot.
They drink at places that are just completely different from Prost, and it's like a loud, rowdy bar with music, unsa, and it's just a completely different experience.
Then how do you explain the decrease in liquor sales, Zach?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not beer sales have gone way down, and there's of course some drinks that have gotten more popular, like ready to RTDs, ready to drinks, and then also some other things have gone up, but overall they are still down.
So the liquor companies, they're smart. And
Yeah.
they're like, we have to figure out a way. So they introduced the seltzers not too long ago.
Yeah,
And
seltzers.
the kids drink the seltzers. They do. And Zach and I were just walking on old beautiful Leary Avenue and saw a what was it?
It was
Buzzball.
A
Buzzball.
buzzball.
Yes.
And Zach asked me if I drank a buzzball before, and I said, fuck no. Have you had a buzzball before, Zach?
I have had quite a few Buzzballs before, and they give you one hell of a Qatar.
Yeah. I would
What is the?
It's not Qatar.
What
that's
is
the that's the company, that place that gave Trump a plane illegally.
What is the German word? What is it?
Yeah, Cotter?
Qatar.
Qatar.
Cotter? Is that-
Yo-lay-hoo.
Oh my god.
I couldn't find the button in time. I don't know what.
I think that was the
I
funniest
gotta
thing
label.
that's ever happened
I gotta
on the
label
podcast.
these buttons.
You should make that as the new voice clip for it. Just a little cut of that. That was good.
That's funny.
And
But we'd have to make the labels really big because you can't see.
I can see.
Oh.
My eyes aren't a problem. It's everything else. I threw my
It's
back.
the rest
I
of
threw
my
my back
body.
out on Thursday. Do not apply heat to a thrown out back. That I learned the hard
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. Don't get in your hot tub.
I was walking around Prost and I wanted to have a shirt that says, "No, I didn't shit my pants. I just threw my back out."
Yeah, because the way you were walking looked like you had your butt cheeks clenched, like you were trying to hold the poop in.
Thanks for the visual. That's good.
They know what we mean when you say it.
I know.
One of my buddies just got a T-shirt that said "Who shit my pants?"
That's good. That's good.
I still want the shirt. I pee in pools. No one has sent me that shirt
Yeah,
yet.
Chris
you know
does
where to
need
send
it.
it. Go send it
Yeah.
to Pro
Do you pee in
7311
pools?
Green Avenue North.
Of course, I pee in pool.
No, you don't. What? I'm outnumbered.
He's my kid. I taught him well.
It's a
Stop.
it's a ginormous pool.
It's
It's
gross.
ginormous.
It's okay.
Now I know why how you guys broke your hot tub.
I don't pee in hot tubs.
See?
I don't pee in hot tubs either.
Yeah, that's
Too little water.
too steamy too. You don't
Really steamy pee.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm hungover again.
Well, then you need what I'm going to talk about now. Another thing that Gen Z is
Buzzballs?
drinking. No. Fat Tire. Remember Fat Tire?
Yeah.
They're still in business. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
They came out with a 5% alcohol Gatorade.
Well, Fat Tire's not the name of the brewery, but sure. That's just their flagship beer. But fine, that's fine.
New Belgium.
Yep.
Fucking nailed it.
Nailed it.
Fucking nailed it.
It's the best.
So they have a 5% Gatorade.
Yeah, I've seen this.
I mean, oh my god.
it's funny because it looks kind of like retro Gatorade too, like the packaging.
And it's got electrolytes.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, so anyway, the liquor companies are trying really hard to get Gen Z to drink again. And I
Yeah.
appreciate
Where
it.
can I
And
find that?
Anywhere.
Anywhere. Okay.
See? Gen Z wants a new
Not at
weird
Prost.
fucking drink. Okay.
Not at Prost though.
All right. So, and also, your generation, they watch YouTube a lot. Do they listen to podcasts, Zach?
I would say so. Yeah.
Okay. Are they any of your friends going to listen to this podcast?
Probably not.
Damn it.
Are they gonna watch it? Because Zach, you know,
I will do my best.
You're
to
the one that
distribute it.
told Chris that we should start videotaping this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the videotaping is, I think, better for any podcast because then you can actually watch it or like because you always have the option to listen to it, but sometimes you just have time and you want to watch the podcast.
Well, some of them have been good to watch too, like the Bitburger Challenge one. where-
They're all good to watch. I like watching us.
And it's good for your
It's so much work
advertising.
for me though.
Oh, my God.
Thanks, Zach, for that.
Oh, it's so much. Wait till you get the green screen up.
Yeah, just wait.
Yeah,
just
can't
wait
wait
till
for
we
that.
get the green screen up.
But
Perfect.
Zach is one of the 10s of 12s. He listens religiously.
He does.
Right when it comes out.
He's our first guest that's listened to the podcast. For real.
God.
It's really sad.
All right, so can you please do your best to get your friends to watch the pod?
I will try my best.
You did say today that we're going to see an uptick in listeners after this episode. You said it.
I think that was more optimism.
Yeah.
He was drunk yesterday, Chris.
That was this morning.
Yeah. Oh, well, don't make
I
promises
might have
you
still
can't
been
keep.
drunk this morning.
Yeah,
I did have an Instagram purchase moment. I buy a lot of things on Instagram. God, I
Oh,
love
no.
that so much. And I got this new breathalyzer.
Instagram told you to buy a breathalyzer.
Backtrack.
Should we see who has the high score right now?
Well, we've been drinking. It
We
doesn't
can't.
work.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do it when we're drinking.
20 minutes after you drink. But I did blow this morning 0.013. So that's
With nothing, with no alcohol in the morning.
No. I did have a drumstick in my bed.
And you went to
3
bed
a.m.
at 10 p.m.
10 p.m. So do the math, or don't. All right, we're gonna wrap this up, and we're gonna leave it with George Wendt, passed away, age of 76. We love Cheers. We love Norm. so much, and it's a really sad day. I got more texts that day. It was like a family member
It's like,
died.
You said that. You're like, I feel like a family member might have died. I've gotten so many
But
texts.
everyone knows how much Cheers meant to
Yeah.
me. I mean, I literally patterned my life after that silly show that was on for 11 seasons, 40 episodes a season. I mean, it was incredible. And Sam Malone, Norm, and Carla, they filmed every single episode. They did not miss a single episode.
Not one.
That's incredible.
Yeah. It's crazy. They did it. I mean, the episodes are like 23 minutes long, which is perfect. When we first started this podcast, we wanted it to be 23 minutes long. It was like a whole thing. We were
Yeah.
trying to channel a lot of Cheers energy.
Yeah, but now it's 50 minutes. This
My
one-
stories, they got in the way.
So we're going to close this one out, not with our theme song, but with Norm Peterson.
Afternoon, everybody.
Norman?
Let's do it, Norm.
Well, science is seeking a cure for thirst. I happen to be the guinea pig. Evening, everybody.
Here, Norm.
That's that sudsy amber stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hearing good things about it.